This A4, I think I sorted out the boost problem. So if you're new to the channel, this car is having the weird kind of overboostings I've ever seen in my life. When I talk to people, they're like, I don't know. I think I finally found it out. So if you want to see how I changed the map sensor, manifold absolute pressure sensor, I'll drop a time frame for you here on the screen. You can go straight there. But if you're interested in the build, I'm quickly going to tell you guys what happened. So I actually got a second-hand turbo, a boost pipe with the map sensor, and a downpipe, the normal catalytic downpipe. I got it for free from a guy that's pretty far away from here. He's just like, dude, it's just laying in my shop. You can have it, right? So with the turbo, it has a wastegate on it, so I can use that wastegate because we actually thought that the wastegate might be the problem. But I sent the turbo in twice for recondition. The second time they worked on the shaft and the flap on the inside of the turbo and all of those things on the exhaust flap. So basically the car is still doing the exact same thing, and it was actually doing it worse because now the wastegate is fine, it can hold the boost better. So anyway, I told my wife that, gosh, I changed even the N75 valve. I'm not winning, and this guy told me, why haven't I changed the boost sensor yet, the map sensor, because it's one of the first things you're supposed to do. But I was like, I was in such a disbelief that that was the problem, so it might solve my problem. I already data logged it, everything with the map sensor he gave me on that boost pipe. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video on how to change it, because I actually went to go buy a new one. The one he had, the clip was a little bit broken. I'll show you guys in the video. So anyway, I went and I took his sensor and put it in, and Bob's your freaking uncle. There, the boost is so much better. So obviously our cars is like adaptive. Obviously it like overboosts, but every time you drive, it like gets closer to the actual value where it's supposed to be. So I'll probably do a data log afterwards and show you guys everything is freaking fine. I'm so happy. When I went to go buy the new part, the part the map sensor I removed from the car. When I gave them the code, they were like, "But this code is not for your car. Here's the code for your car. It's this one." So it might have turned out that this entire time I had the wrong freaking map sensor in my car. I mean, how do you explain that? Where do you even start with that? So I've got the new map sensor. I'm gonna put it in. Obviously, that one is untested. It better be the freaking problem. It better be the problem. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly go for the installation. I'm running a bit out of time today, so I'm not gonna push it. It's very simple. I'm not gonna rush the video at all. But yeah, we have to get to the build. I don't want to talk too much as well. Alright, so let's quickly locate the map sensors. So this is our boost pipe. Obviously this is our throttle body, this is our manifold. If we follow it through, it goes straight over here. This is going to be very difficult to see. You see this plug right over here? Let me quickly see if I can unplug it. There we go. Like I told you guys, the clip there at the back is broken, even this half as well. But as long as it clips in, it is fine. So this part doesn't really matter too much. There is the sensor right over there. So basically this is the rubber part as we all know it. Here it is clamped to a plastic part, so this is the plastic pipe over here. So if you follow the plastic pipe down, right, hopefully I can get it. Where is it now? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so following it down, there it is. So this is our map sensor. Basically to change it is very simple. Let's quickly just go here. So where is the old one? So this is the old one I had. Come on, focus. This is the old one I had. There is the codes. But yeah, this is the new one. This is the one for my car. I don't know why my car, oh sorry, my camera is not focusing properly. There we go. So this one over here is the new one. They look a little bit, no, they basically look about the same. I mean, like, this one was bolted in. So yeah, we're gonna go and install this one. So basically it's not a very difficult install or to remove the sensor. The only problem is that there's the sensor. You've got a screw there and a screw next to it. As you guys can see, it's got two screws. How the hell do you get in there? So the best advice I can give you guys is this is your power steering fluid bottle. This is obviously, you get the B8.5s that doesn't have this bottle over here. This is where you add your power steering fluid. It's basically just seated. So there we go. We can lift it up to give us a bit more room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these two bolts over here. And if I quickly come over here, it uses a torque, what do you call it? A torque hex. What's going on with my... There we go. So this is a T30. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to come here and loosen them quickly up. Okay, so basically this entire combination is loose. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this quickly with one hand. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. So what I want to do is I want to basically seat it back into the bracket. Let's quickly try and see if we can get it up. I just want to quickly grab it over here with my right finger. There we go. So I just want to kind of like get it back seated in here so we can actually just move it forward. So just to make some more space. There we go. So as far forward as possible. Just watch out, you might actually spill a little bit, depending, like mine does kind of leak. So what I'm gonna do is I've got a cleaning rag over here. Just gonna place it here underneath it. So if it does leak a little bit, just be very careful, guys. You don't want to damage any of the pipes here underneath. Okay, so let's quickly look again. Now you guys can see it much better. So there is the two balls, one bolt and two bolts. So 1, 2 bolts. So basically what we're going to do now is I'm going to use my socket again. We actually have got a bit of a flexible extension on it, and this is a T20. There we go. So we're going to quickly go and remove those two bolts. Damn it, I wish I could show you guys a little bit better. Let's quickly take a camera off of the bracket. Let's see if we can get closer. You see, there it is. Let me just quickly put this down. So here you can see there's the one bolt, there's the second bolt, and also you can see there's the pin sticking out, like I told you guys in the beginning of the video, that this one is a little bit broken, so that's why I bought a new one. So we just got to loosen those two bolts. I've got absolutely no idea how I'm going to get this on video for you guys. I'm going to try my best. Okay, so let's quickly go through them. So this is the one I had in my car. This is the one I tested. Like I told you guys, the clip broke off at the back. But this was actually the friend of mine that gave it to me for free just to test. And it seemed to be working. And then this one over here is the new one. So let's quickly go over it. Let me go down. So this one over here is, sorry, someone just drove past with music. Alright, so this is the one that was in. So look at the code 038. We're looking at that code over there. 038906. Come on. Doesn't want to focus now. 051G. Right, you guys see it's got a G at the back. And then this one, 038906 So let's quickly put them next to each other. So 038906 So this is basically an E. This is a G. If it does make a big difference, I'm not sure. One thing that is totally different is you see here at the top, it's D, well, sorry, 0261, 230, 209. That is 207. So something is up there. This one, it might be the boost. What do you call it? Like the boost sensor. I don't know why my camera is struggling today. This might be the boost sensor, but it might be like an outdated one, or maybe for the B7 model or something. So this was the one that was working, even though it looks bad. So if we quickly go over here to compare, we're gonna look at this code here in the middle, if it wants to focus. That's good. There we go. So 038, and if we go there, come on, why it doesn't want to focus today? Let's see if we can get a bit closer to the camera, maybe. Okay, so there you guys can see 038, 038, 906, 051E. Alright, so these two over here, they are the same. I don't know if there's like any difference if we have to look at them. I mean, they basically look exactly the same. Let's quickly go here on the side. Yeah, I didn't see any big difference. Yeah, I don't really see any difference, but I can imagine that if the code is a bit different, I mean, like this one worked and these two are the same, and this one didn't work. So yeah, let's quickly pop in this boost sensor over here. So we're just gonna do exactly the opposite what we did. So right over there in your car, you're gonna have a hole now, and you're just basically gonna plug it back in. Sometimes these pipes are in the way, so basically what I do is I turn it first, I put it in, and then turn it straight. It's just much easier to actually like keep on bumping to get it past these pipes over here. So just to give you guys a lookity look, that is how it looks like, the hole to say. Alright, so let's quickly get it in. Alright, so there is the map sensor. It is back in. Let's quickly just put the phone back on the stand. Whoopsie, sorry. Alright, so here we are. We have put the map sensor back. Now we're going to put the small tank back for the power steering fluid. Do note that this bracket goes underneath this pipe. And then, yeah, we're quickly going to put it back. Plug the cable in for the map sensor, the boost sensor. So then basically we are done. Okay, so we are currently back in the car. Started up, I'm not gonna lie, the first time when I changed the map sensor, because the other map sensor was not the right one, the car did feel a bit weird at startup. Not that it struggled, it just felt like the idling, the cold start and all of that just felt a little bit weird, shaking a bit more than usual. But after I changed it and I had a cold start, after I changed it and did everything, I had another cold start because I didn't actually drive the car. I was using the AC to go buy the parts and that, so then the car wasn't shaky at all. So the new valve is currently in, the new map sensor, is in. Car still feels smooth and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and data log it. So we're going to quickly look at our boost to see our actual and our charge, our actual and specified values to see how close they are to each other. So when I come back, quickly I'm going to go do the run. When I come back, I'm going to show you guys before and after so you guys can actually see the difference. It's crazy. I just hope it's fixed now, because now this is the moment of truth. Then I'll quickly just go through it and explain to you guys what happened. Also, I did make a video on how to check your boost pressure with VCDS. If you don't know how, I'll drop a card for you guys in the top right corner. I think it's this side or the other side, one of the two. Alright, let me quickly get to the road. Okay, so we are here currently on the road. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have my laptop ready. Okay, let's quickly pull up. We're gonna go into manual mode. I'm gonna go to third gear. There we go. I'm gonna start the log and foot to the floor. Come on, baby. Pushing it to 7. There we go. Okay, so we push it all the way to 7,000 RPMs. So I just want to quickly, while we're gonna get to a stop point quick, I just want to press stop here, done and close. Alright, so I just quickly want to tell you guys that our cars are basically adaptive. So whenever there's like a value in your car that is not correct, like my car was overboosting, underboosting, overboosting, underboosting. So basically what happens is your car will still think your car's overboosting and underboosting even though you made some alterations. So this log might not be perfect. If this, this boost map sensor was the same as the previous map sensor, then yeah, the boost should be better. But if there was some small configurations that were different, it might take a few pulls for your car to get onto the specified value. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just quickly gonna see if the log did actually copy and everything, that everything is good, so I don't go home, see the log is faulty, I have to come back again. I'm quickly just gonna inspect it, and then I'll either quickly do another run if it's not right, or I'll quickly go back home and we're gonna go through the log and check it out. Okay, so we are back home. I've got the data log of a year. We're gonna quickly review it together. So like I told you guys, our cars are adaptive cars, meaning that every time when we do a pull, it'll do fine-tuning until it's nearly to where it's supposed to be. So I basically did 5 pulls. Yeah, I was just, after I checked the first one, I was like, yeah, okay, it looks better, but it should be better. So I did a second, third, fourth, fifth pull. I never looked at the other 4 until I got home now. And here we go. Okay, so let's quickly review it. The one I'm going to show you guys now is the previous time, the one we had before, the terrible boost map sensor, the boost sensor. Yeah, that one, we're looking at this log of a year. So basically, this gray line, let's quickly actually scroll down a little bit. So this gray line over here, this is our RPM. This is basically from 2000 RPMs, we push it up until 6,900 RPMs. So this is the specified value. So basically when you put your foot down, I put it down over here, your car is requesting all of this boost, this top line over here. And then we're gonna go to our actual pressure. So this actual pressure is where your car currently is at. So the best place for your car to your boost to be is your actual should be on your specified value. So this orange line, in other words, this stupid block, this orange line, in other words, should always run on this white line. They should be as close to each other as possible. So let's quickly look at it, right? We're gonna go where the boost kicked in at most, which is right over here. You can see in this little block over here, the engine RPMs was at 2,850 RPMs. That's when my turbo kicked in. And we were asking for 2,240, which is 2.2 bar. The car's not making 2.2 bar. We still have to pull out the, what do you call it? How did I forget the name now? The atmospheric pressure, which is 1,000. So basically our car here was requesting 1.2 bar. Our actual value was 1.5 bar. So it's 2,500. Obviously we take 1,000 out for, oh gosh. What is the word again? Yeah, the atmospheric pressure. So it's 1.5 bar. So we were overboosting with 0.3 bar. Uncalculated for. The car doesn't know it's gonna boost that much. Okay, so then it does come down a bit. It was overboosting by, call it 0.2 bar. So it was 0.3 bar, 0.2 bar. What is this? This is also about 0.2 bar. 0.2 bar. So we can basically say it was overboosting by 0.2 bar. And as the RPMs increase, you can see the orange line is dropping. Right over here at 6,000 RPMs, we were basically where we were supposed to be. And then the boost just keeps on dropping. It keeps on dropping until, where is it? Over here. So basically we were requesting 0.9 bar. We dropped to 0.6 bar. So we lost 0.3 bar boost. Sorry, I saw it just went darker a bit. So we lost 0.3 bar boost at high RPM. That's when you're like pushing and you know, now you gotta, your torque is going out, so you need more horsepower. And my car is just like, nah, we ain't doing that. So this is how it looks like. Just a quick recap. We're overboosting average of 0.2 bar. I mean, like even here, yeah, it's basically 0.2 something bar, okay? And then we dropped to 0.3 bar. So this was the previous log. Here is the new log. So you guys can see here, we can see a little bit more things, such as the orange line going up and down. It's because I enabled turbo. I completely forgot to enable turbo, so this is why it looks like it. So basically we're only gonna work with this piece over here. So let's quickly make it a bit bigger. Okay, so let's quickly remove this again. This white line over here, this is our RPMs. This is our specified how much our turbo should run. So just to let you guys know, I went back to stock software until I can fix this problem. I was scared I was gonna break something in my engine because it has just been going on too long. So this is where the next line should run. And here is the next line. Baby, just look at that. So literally when the boost kicked in, it kicks in about 100 RPMs later, if I'm not mistaken, 150 RPMs later. But remember, it can be because the previous logs could have been colder or a little bit later and all of those kind of things where your turbo can just boost up a little bit quicker. So anyway, so here we were asking for 1 bar. We gave it basically 1 bar. It just overspiked a little bit. It was asking for 0.9 bar, and it gave us 1 bar. So that is nothing. That is, I mean, like literally, this is the thing that I like, is that when it was overboosting a little bit, what did it do? It corrected stuff. Look at just staying on that line. And then over here, it was asking for a little bit less boost. Our car was overboosting a little bit. What is that? 0.05 bar, 500s overboosting, but it was there. It was there. It was keeping on adjusting it up until, let's quickly get that border out. You can see the car is actually adjusting the boost to stay at the actual, the specified. So the actual is trying to stay at the specified. The more pulls I do, the more I just runs and drive the car and push it a bit to the rate limit, the more it'll fine tune until it's every time perfect on spot. So this is it, guys. We fixed the overboosting problem. So there's a lot of great things coming to the channel. You guys will see. Stay tuned. I got a new, you guys didn't hear that, I'll make a proper post for that. For the people still watching, you're awesome, by the way. Thank you for watching. So yeah, everything here. To think that the problem was only $30. $30, no, it was less. It was about 200, no. $20. It was about $20, which is about 300 Rand in our currency. I would say about $20. $20 to fix my back pain, because I had to remove the turbo twice. I changed the what do you call it, the divert valve. I removed I did the exhaust pipe. I put a mini cat. I did my stock air intake, the N75 valve, which is the boost valve. I went bonkers just for a freaking $20 problem, which the sensor that was in was not the sensor for this car. It was a different sensor. But anyway, I'm happy, guys. I'm gonna drop this video right over here. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are, there we go. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. I'll see you all in the next video. Things is about to look much better now, because our logs, our car is finally performing like it should perform. The only thing that the only thing that I'm worrying about now, why couldn't I get that out, is how is my ignition retardation. So I'm really interested to see how my ignition retardation is. If it's gonna be worse or better, it should be better, because our boost is fun. Anyway, until the next video.